Hello everyone and welcome to another history video. So today we're taking a look at Elves in history format. So I was actually going to originally play this list in Timeless format, but the new card that I'm going to be playing, it just doesn't work in Timeless format. And the new card that we got that is actually going to be part of the combo is this card. It's called Champions of the Perfect. It's a 4-mana 6/6 that says, as an additional cost to cast this card, you have to behold an elf and exile it. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. And when this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to your hand. So this is actually going to be part of the combo here into potentially just straight up going into Craterhoof Behemoth. But as you can see, whenever you cast a creature card, you draw a card, which doesn't line up very well in Timeless format because of the Orcish Bowmaster. So I decided to play this in Historic format where the Orcish Bowmaster doesn't really exist. So how do we draw our entire deck here? And that is with this other card called Priest of Titania or the Elvish Archdruid. If you have either one of these two on the battlefield, you can go into Champions of the Perfect, and then you cast a bunch of creature spells into Wirewood Symbiote or Green Sun Zenith into Wirewood Symbiote. You can untap the Priest of Titania so that you can repeat the process. But while you're doing that, because of the symbiote putting back another elf into your hand, that is going to help you draw another card by playing it onto the battlefield because of the Champions of the Perfect. So you can double dip the draw that happens from the Champions of the Perfect when you cast Wirewood Symbiote. As long as you can find more Wirewood Symbiote or Green Sun Zenith, you can keep playing your creatures. And once you do that, you're going to assemble an army, and that is going to let you tap the Priest of Titania, and that'll help you cast Craterhoof Behemoth, or potentially Formidable Speaker or Green Sun Zenith into Craterhoof Behemoth as well. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some History Best of 3 to show you guys how that does. So let's hop over. Okay, that's a mulligan. That is a keep. We'll start with the land or elf here. A forest. Into Kami. Okay, so we're playing against a Valakut deck. Sure. So we gotta go fast as possible. So they're putting a bunch of lands down. Alrighty. See if I can seek something. Priest of Titania. Elvish Mystic, Priest into Symbiote. Okay, unfortunately we actually weren't able to find any like draw spells. Actually we do win if we get a Formidable Speaker or Craterhoof Behemoth. Okay, opponent decides to escape shift. See what they get. Probably, yeah, the Castle Garenbrig. We have a lot of mana, but okay, that's a start. Another Archdruid. Hold up. Since if I play this, I have to behold an elf, which means one of these are gonna go down, right? So maybe I tap these two. Behold. Play the Archdruid. Nothing. Let's see here. Return. Okay. We're doing things. Nice! I don't know if I would have actually... This can only activate once, right? Activate only once per turn. So actually, I mean, I feel like opponent... This was an early surrender, I feel like. Like, I didn't have lethal. You know what I mean? But, man, that's actually so cool that the symbiote can trigger the champion multiple times, right? Alright. Thoughtseize is mildly good. Like it's pretty strong card in this matchup. I don't know what to get rid of actually. What if I just go down on like 2 Elisir Shepherd and Elvish Warmaster? Yeah, let's actually go down on the Shepherd. Okay, we kind of got unlucky here. Unlucky. Unlucky. So opponent tops it. They top it. They have no lands in hand.
Later is it some fun? Our magic bears fruit.
Winding Way. We got a Shepherd there.
Harmony with nature is our greatest strength.
Let's go Formidable Speaker. Grab Precept Titania. I'll play the Precept Titania and pass. D1 ring, okay. The thing is, we might die. That's kind of the problem here, you know? We might die next turn. So, what do we do? The fact that we have to Behold as well kind of sucks, actually.
Nature's bounty is a gift to all who respect the land.
We can't play a land because of burgeoning. Because if they get 8 land, we just die to escape shift. And we pass. Dryad? Do they have it? Do they have escape shift? There we go. That was a mulligan to 5 anyways. You know, considering that, not bad. Fraileys. I'll play the Fraileys.
I will not shy. We will endure all trespasses.
Okay, exploration. Into a Valakut.
Harmony with nature is our greatest strength.
I'm not really sure about beholding the formidable speaker. Or should I just play the sound? I feel like I just behold that and then play another Llanowar Elves, honestly. I think I'll just keep this around in case like there's a board wipe. Okay, definitely scary. The fact that they also put the Dryad into the graveyard probably means that they have a Dryad. Potentially. You know?
Not in my nature to relent, but to overwhelm you.
Oh, there it is. I needed that Thoughtseize. There it is. Okay, so... I mean, it's still not very good. These are actually pretty strong cards opponent has. Scape Shift. I probably do have to get rid of a Scape Shift here. Let's say they get a land. Yeah, I think a Scape Shift probably has to go. They can probably most likely just play one, like, a singular Primal Titan. And... I mean, we probably win next turn. What should I do here? Should I just go wide? Yeah, let's just go... Let's just deal damage. So there's 4 mountains right now. So they play Primal Titan. They get... Okay, so they surrender. I think that the game really needs you to go into, like, Elvish Mystic into Priest of Titania. Even though we have a 1-lander here, I'm gonna try it. So we're playing against the Eldrazi opponent. It that heralds. All right.
I will not shy away from savagery if it we will endure all trespasses.
Go into Champions of the Perfect. Okay, so they went with the Sowing Micro Spawn, which I actually didn't think that they would, because I thought they might actually have whatchamacallit, that one card. Okay, well, interesting. We might actually be able to go off here.
We will unleash an autumn of steel leaves.
Symbiote. Play that. Yeah, I think we won. Probably. Let me actually play the Formidable Speaker too. Play another Symbiote. Okay, let's see if we have lethal. Okay. That was pretty sweet, wasn't it? Opponent might actually have some Chalice, so I think I'm just going to leave the Elosaur Shepherd in. Dismember. Dismember can get rid of it that heralds. I don't think I care about the Sowing Micro Spawn. Yeah. Question is, like, what do I take out? Elvish Master, Elvish War Master, maybe one Champions of the Perfect, Archdruid, maybe one Green Sun Zenith, maybe only one Macabre. Let's try that. This hand is not very good, but it's acceptable. Eldrazi Temple. What am I looking for with this Formidable Speaker, though? I don't know. Like, I could go Formidable Speaker into Ellie Domri. Oh, not Seer. Okay, sure. Kind of in a pickle here. We finally get a game with way too many lands, unfortunately. Yeah, we finally got a game with way too many lands. Might as well. Green Sun Zenith. It's like Ellie Domri or Champion of the Perfect. I'll go with Ellie Domri. Okay, so we can kind of protect the Ellie Domri now. And if they do have the blue board wipe, we can just Fairy Macabre. So we'll see. Definitely not looking good, I must say. There's that Ugin's Binding. Sire of 7 Deaths. Oh, it exiles. I thought it puts it into the deck. I misplayed there. So this has trample, right? It does. How are we gonna win? How are we gonna win? So many elves. So we can take the 7 and chump block the 2. It's still not good, but that's the most I can do. Right. So we take the 7. Nothing we can do about this one. If we top deck a Craterhoof Behemoth, we can put it down with the LD Domri, which might win me the game. Okay, another Kha'Zix command. Kind of annoying. Kind of needed that. Into an Ugin's Binding as well. Into a land on top. Unlucky. We actually need a black source right now for us to play this Dot Seizes.
You said harmony with nature is our greatest strength.
Dot Seize is actually pretty good against opponent. Not good.
Don't get cocky.
Only an Elvish Mystic as well. Kind of getting unlucky here. We're flooding. Like, if I thought sees this sowing micro spawn, it would have been actually so good. And potentially we actually could have won with it.
Join the fight, my kin.
Getting fairly unlucky with these top decks, are we not? Yeah, this Thoughtseize is gonna be like slightly bit short. Oh boy. Another Thoughtseize on top. Man.
Defenders of Sky Shroud. To
Bad
me.
sideboarding, I guess. They play Karn, they play Null Drifter. Let's say if they play Karn, what do they grab? It's like a 5-mana card, potentially? I feel like I just get rid of a Devourer of Destiny. Nice top deck. Alright, GG's. Yeah, we were just not able to play our Thoughtseize. Alright, we are going first with the fantastic hand. Planes into an immediate fragment reality. Wow. I'm actually surprised. Like, when you see a land or elf, I don't think you would... Like, at least I wouldn't get rid of it immediately. So we're playing against an energy deck. Guess we're just gonna go off here real quick. Nice. Looks like this is an energy deck. Yeah, it looks like we have an energy opponent. I'm gonna bring Chalice. And Dismember. Yeah, we're gonna go down on War Master. I'm not sure about like going down on a Formidable Speaker, but we'll see. We might actually have to, since we're bringing quite a lot of cards here. One last card. Okay. It's okay. Opponent put a stop on my upkeep. That is very strange, actually. Okay, what? I did not expect an Orim's Chant after opponent played, like, you know, Esper Sentinel, Esper Sentinel. Huh? That's kind of strange, actually. It seems like they have another one. Wow. Strange. Super strange play. I don't know if I like it, but I mean, if it works, it works. Yeah, super strange, in my opinion. Into a God of Soul. I'll let them deal damage.
I will prove my worth to my pride.
Okay, let's behold an elf. Why are they playing Cleansing Nova? What is happening? Okay, I'd be very surprised if they play that. Okay. I was about to say, there's no way that would happen. Alright, we're definitely not in a good spot, in my opinion. Yeah, we are definitely not in a good spot. I guess we're dead. I wonder if opponent sees it. They don't see it. I would have been dead here, by the way, if they pumped the Guide Up Soul into any of the other creature and attack with the Cat Warrior. Which means because they have Amped Raptor, they can transform the Ajani to deal the damage. But I don't think it matters right now. Yeah, because we don't have any like insane mana generation, so like whatever we do with this card doesn't really matter. We could. No. Because of the Elish Norn, it also won't work. Looks like opponent's playing a very... Like, I'm not really sure why opponents like playing like Cleansing Nova, stuff like that. Like, it doesn't make sense when they're playing Energy. But I think I'm just going to cut the Chalice. I don't think Chalice works against them as well as I like. I think because I'm going first this time, I think I'm just going to try to like rush a lot of cards out onto the battlefield as soon as possible. Unfortunate. Maybe opponent's strategy is to like get to their board wipe. What? This is a bad matchup for us anyways, but I feel like opponent's making it potentially like possible for us. Like, this is an absolutely bad matchup, by the way. We'll see. Okay. That was a good turn. And opponent's still stuck on 2 mana. I'll just take the 2 here. Goblin Bombardment. That was actually the card that I was very afraid of. I can't activate the Illusory Shepherd no matter what, so... We're gonna lose another creature here, and then they can just block the champion, and then... Yeah, I feel like... Very questionable, like, sideboard from opponent, but... You know, just the nature of our Elves deck versus Goblin Bombardment, stuff like that. Just not a good matchup, you know? Just not a good matchup. Our saving grace is Haywire Might. An opponent just has like very clunky cards like Reprieve and stuff like that. Hopefully that's the case. They even play Nykthos. Insane. Ah, that land draw actually might be actually good enough, you know? So the damage has been done. Right? The damage has been done. Very unfortunate. We were just about to like go off next turn, but man. Yeah, the damage has been done. Now attacking doesn't make sense since they can just give the energy to the also the pride to attack. Okay, I think I have to go off here, otherwise I'd probably lose. This actually might be my final turn. If I play the Champion of the Perfect first, I do get less mana, but I draw more. I think I'm actually gonna do that.
Transgressions again, we blossom with nature's magic.
Oh man. Tough game, isn't it? I actually sequenced that wrong. For some reason I thought I could play the Freyleys, but if I didn't draw the Overgrown Tomb, I actually wouldn't have been able to play the Freyleys there. So, yeah. Missequenced it. By the way, we actually might be able to win this. Like, believe it or not, it's I think we might actually win. Okay, maybe not. So they have the double attack here. And then they're going to lose the endurance, and then it'll become a creature. They don't even fully kill it.
Your lack of respect is obvious.
Share in my vengeance.
All right. Let's see if we can go off here. We're drawing 2 per turn. 2 per card. Okay, we found the Crater Hope Behemoth. I think we won. And a symbiote. Yeah, we won. There's no way we don't win. Oh my god. I can't believe it.
You underestimate our strength.
Okay, we gotta be careful. I'm pretty sure we already won, but I'm not 100%, so we're just going off here. 19 cards. Yeah, make sure I cast the Crater Behemoth before I mill out. I mean, surely that's lethal. I probably don't have to count. This is just too much damage. How many are attacking here? I'm sure this is lethal. Let's also make it so that this is attacking as well. Oh man. Alright, so if you notice something, the sideboard went through a lot of changes compared to the beginning. I played against an energy and I lost to them. Apparently the energy is fairly popular, so I decided to add in a copy of a Haywire Might as a result. The Haywire Might can be tutored by the Formidable Speaker, things like that, so being able to get rid of Goblin Bombardment is actually pretty good, so we have a Haywire Might for that purpose. I also have a 2 Captain Surgical instead of a Fairy Macabre. The reason being is, although the Formidable Speaker can get the Fairy Macabre, but I just don't want to deal with Eldrazi opponents, you know, get Ugin's Binding, so I decided to add in 2 copies of Surgical, even though I think the Fairy Macabre is perfectly okay in my opinion. I also noticed that Chalice isn't actually good versus Energy in Timeless format because also the Pride is a 2-mana card. But this is still probably going to be good versus like something like an Aura, for instance. But yeah, I mean, the deck was a bit janky in my opinion. It could win. It could win. Pretty straightforward in terms of, you know, just building up the board into potentially just killing your opponent immediately. But if opponent is playing a deck with like a lot of interaction spells, it can become a little bit difficult. The Eldrazi matchup is definitely a hard one in my opinion. Even though they don't play that many interaction spells outside of Kozak's command, they are a faster deck than you, even though they're playing like 7-mana cards. Crazy concept, but like they just need like 2 or 3 lands. You know, they can play like Sowing Microspawn and stuff like that, and then the following turn they're gonna play like a 7-mana card. Unless you went exactly like Elvish Mystic, unanswered Precept Titania, and then on turn 3, like if you go off with the Champion of the Perfect into Symbiote, like unless you do this exact thing to potentially like go off on turn 3, it is very, very hard. The Eldrazi's are just absurdly unfair in Historic format compared to like everything else. So that's something that I really hope something changes. Next week we have a BNR coming up, ban announcement. Last ban announcement, they did say they're gonna look at Historic. Something definitely needs to happen next week in my opinion. player count for Historic is dwindling. People's interest in the format has also like shot down, in my opinion. So hopefully something happens next week. Yeah, complaints aside, I think the deck was pretty sweet. Definitely a bit vulnerable, right? Definitely a bit vulnerable. Like, it really relies on either the Priest of Titania or the Archdruid in sticking for a turn. That's why, like, against like a heavy removal spell decks, it's really difficult. That's why we have things like Freyleys to kind of help supplement our Lost Elves. And I believe the Champions of the Perfect is a very good card for the Elves. It's pretty tough to answer. It's a 4-mana 6/6. And it has a pretty decent synergy with the Elvish Warmaster too, right? Because this card generates another card so that you can, behold a 1/1 token. But like once this card lands and you have either the Priest of Titania and Elvish Archdruid, there's so many ways of actually untapping here and then just potentially go off with the Champions of the Perfect. The deck can do some nasty stuff, but like I said, weakness is the fact that if the Priest of Titania or the Archdruid gets answered, you kind of lose the game. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.